I remember growing up na yung lola ko, when it comes to, tawag nga doon yung Holy Week, well basically
Semana
Holy
Santa.
Week, Semana Santa. Pag Semana Santa, bawal kami maligo. Kasi kapag naligo kami, magkakaroon na kami ng ketong. Dali lang. Nagtanggal ako ng mukha sa ilong ko. Kali. Okay, sige. Going back.
Atheism.
Magandang araw sa inyong lahat, mga kupal. Welcome sa panibagong episode ng ating programang tumatalakay sa mga isyong bumabagabag sa ating lipunan, sa ating bansa, at sa ating mga mamamayan. Ako inyong host si Keith Punk at ito ang Bagong Liwanag. For our episode today, we're going to address one of the topics na matagal nang nire-request ng ating pinakamasugid na supporter sa YouTube, si NFC since 2011. Hindi ko alam kung ano ibig sabihin ng NFC, baka non-fuckable character. Pero anyway, whatever the meaning behind your name is, I would like to dedicate this episode to you kasi matagal ka nang nagko-comment sa ating mga videos ng Atheism episode daw. So gusto niyang pag-usapan natin ang subject ng Atheism in Tagalog. Ano ba Tagalog ng Atheism? Atheismo. Hindi ko alam. Pero anyway, Atheism is basically the lack of a belief in God. So before we move on to our Atheism topic, I would just like to remind everybody that we have a Twitter account. Follow us on Twitter at Bagong Liwanag. And syempre, if you would like to share in our cause, you can buy us a beer at patreon.com/Bagong Liwanag. Bilhan nyo kami ng beer. Okay na $2 lang pare. That's like 100 pesos lang, di ba?
Sakto sa litro yun.
Sakto sa litro yun, sa mini stop. May kulang pa nga eh. Kasi may, ano po to men? May deposito pa, 450. Pero kung bibili tayo sa Lawson, wala. Pero walang Lawson dito eh. Mini stop lang, tsaka 7-Eleven, di ba?
Meron, malayo lang.
Malayo yung Lawson. Men, alam mo,
Kanto.
men, paborito ko na ang Lawson yan. Alam mo kung bakit? May unli rice sa Lawson, men.
Hindi, saka marami sa lutong ulam.
Oo nga, yung mga, tapos yung mga giniling, gano'n.
Next episode, Lawson versus Mini Stop.
Oo, kasi nanalo yung sino ba yung panalo sa
Mini Stop, manalo 7-Eleven.
mini stop ba nanalo sa 7-Eleven, no?
Oo.
Sa mini stop versus 7-Eleven natin.
Dahil sa chicken.
So may contender tayo ngayon, Lawson versus mini stop. Sige, gawin natin yan next episode, no? Well, anyway, for our episode today, pag-uusapan na ang subject ng atheism because honestly, I have plenty of experience sa pagiging atheist. Basically, gagawin natin dito sa episode na to. Magkikwento lang ako about atheism and my journey from an atheist to a renewed God believer. Pero syempre, ibang sinasamba kong Diyos. Pero anyway, atheism, in a nutshell, is the lack of belief that there is a God. So, atheism from the word theism, which means belief in God, and then atheism, it's a prefix,
Absence.
the absence of. So, ang mga atheists o mga ateista, hindi sila naniniwala may Diyos. Ngayon, a lot of people, they do not believe in God because of many things. May mga tao na they lost belief in God kasi yun nga, parang may mga nangyayari masama sa buhay nila. They've experienced so much shit in their life that they forgot, or rather they chose to believe na baka walang Diyos. Diba? Kasi like the more you look at society, all the killings, the murders, the rape, diba? Cynthia Villar, nasa gobyerno, you have bato and bongo in government. So syempre, kung ikaw isang relihiyosong tao na naniniwala sa Diyos, the more you look at these shit results in society, the more you think, baka nga wala talagang Diyos. Or maybe if there is a God, maybe that God doesn't really give a shit about us, that God doesn't really care. So, ako, honestly, my very first experience with atheism was when I was in grade 5. Grade 5, mga siguro 10 years old ako nun, men. But anyway, when I was in 5th grade, kasi ang ginagawa ko lang nun, nagbabasa lang, puro basa lang, hindi kasi pinapalabas ng nanay ko eh. Pinapagalitan ko pag dumalabas ako ng bahay, pinapalo ako, ganun. Pero anyway, puro ako basa ng basa. And then I grew up in a household, in a Catholic household, na sobrang religious. I might say. Very traditional, very conservative. I remember growing up na yung lola ko, when it comes to, tawag nga doon yung Holy Week. Well, basically
Semana
Holy Week,
Santa.
Semana Santa. Pag Semana Santa, bawal kami maligo. Kasi kapag naligo kami, magkakaroon daw kami ng ketong, leprosy. And leprosy in the Bible is one of the, kumbaga yun yung dengue dun sa Bible. It's incurable. You really need somebody with divine providence to cure you of that disease. Pero yun nga, while I was growing up in a conservative family, syempre nandun ako na hindi ako naliligo tuwing Semana Santa. Kayo pa Ben, may ganun ba kayong belief growing up? Wala, di ba? I think na it's something na parang nangyayari lang in the provincial areas. Kasi alam mo naman ako, I grew up in a very obscure town, in a very obscure region, in a very obscure country. But anyway, nung grade 5 ako, dun, coincidentally, when I was reading the Bible, kasi nabasa ko na, I've read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation back to back twice. Name it, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Deuteronomy, Numbers, everything, all of the Bible chapters. Nabasa ko niyan lahat. And then, there was also the time when I got really hooked into masturbation. As in, sobrang yan yun. I remember 5th grade, nung grade 5 ako dun kasi ako unang tinubuan ng bulbol. And that was like the time when I was really producing jizz. Kasi the first time na nalabasan ako was grade 4. Like, do you remember the first time you masturbated? Natanda mo yung unang best ka nag-jackal? Di ba yung unang lalabas na niyan parang gano'n lang, puk? Malit lang siya na puk.
Di, late bloomer ako eh.
Late bloomer ka. Kailan ko nung nagsimula mag-jackal,
Second year high school ako.
Ako kasi, una ako nag-jackal, bata pa, hindi pa ako tuli. Kasi tinuli ako grade 3, pare. Sa RHU sa amin, Rural Health Unit. Putang ina, tatanda ko yun. Pero ako, I was like masturbating ever since grade 2 pa lang. Basta sobrang tagal ko na talaga natuto mag-jackal. Pero anyway, nung grade 5 ako, mas natuwa na ako mag-jackal kasi like I felt puberty was kicking in. Yun yung panahon na my hormones were really raging. And then parang like, I felt the need to masturbate every now and then. Like I was masturbating 7 times a day. So anyway, ano ang relationship, anong connection nun with atheism? Here's the thing. When I was in grade 5, doon namin natutunan in school, kasi I studied in a Catholic school in St. Joseph College. We were taught that self-pleasure or self-gratification, basically, which is basically synonymous to beating your meat, was synonymous to a mortal sin. Sabi ko kasi in Catholic dogma, there are 2 kinds of sin. You have mortal sin, you have venial sin. The venial sins are the little sins like lying, cheating, ganon. They will not get you to hell. You'll basically go somewhere in purgatory. Pero the mortal sins like murder, the ones in the 10 commandments, adultery, ganon. Yun yung mga magpapadala talaga sa'yo sa hell. And during that time, I was really afraid of hell. Kasi I had conflicting ideas I had very conflicting ideas between masturbating, which was self-gratification, and then not going to hell. O sabi ko, doon ako nagkaroon ng parang reflection. I had this kind of self-actualization na, what is so wrong, what is so sinful with masturbating? I mean, I was born with a dick. Diba? And I think now, syempre, this is my body. I think I have every right to use it in the way na I want to, diba? If I want to feel pleasure out of my body, I think it's my right. And I don't think it's very holy for a God, for some supreme being. I don't think it's a very holy act for some goddamn heavenly father to watch you while you're doing that shit. Like, why would God watch me masturbate? Diba? Naiisip ko ba yun, men? Kapag nag-judge ako ka, do you imagine God watching you? Oh my God, tignan mo si Mr. Nobody nag-judge ako ngayon. 1 point to hell. Diba? So parang naiisip ko, bakit masama mag-jackal? And why would God waste His divine time, His powers, just to watch me masturbate? Ang daming nagugutom sa mundo, ang daming walang bahay, ang daming naghihirap, ang daming may sakit, ang daming namamatay. and all he wants to do is watch some kid beat his meat? Doesn't make any sense. So parang ako, I was in that level of self-actualization na parang, what if we are reading and interpreting the Bible wrong? Like, what if we think about the reasons why we actually sin? Bakit nga ba tayo nagkakaroon ng kasalanan? Why do people sin? Is it because you're doing something bad? Or is it because there is something, somebody, somewhere out there telling you na, hey, what you're doing is bad. What you're doing is wrong. What you're doing will get you to hell. So I started thinking about my priorities. Ano mas mahalaga sa akin? Magjakon o maniwala na may isang tao, may isang Diyos, somewhere out there na nagsasabi na yung ginagawa ko is masama? So that was my wake-up call to atheism. Boom! Ganon. Ganon lang. I couldn't snap. Pero right there and then, naniwala ako. I started thinking, what if wala talagang Diyos? What if wala talagang Diyos and the people who wrote the Bible are just people who did not want to admit that masturbation is a very awesome form of, alam mo yun, release. This is just an effective way to actualize that there are more things important. There are things that are way more important than just beating your dick, di ba? So parang doon ako nagsimula maging atheist. I started asking so many questions. I started reading Immanuel Kant. I started reading Nietzsche. I started reading everything about what people has to say about believing in God and not. So for me, atheism during that time, atheism was the philosophical ideology that brought me from conservatism and traditional thinking to where I am now. A liberal, an anarchist, somebody who could actually rationalize things that are not spoon-fed to you by society. Pero yun nga, just like what I said, I used to be an atheist. I believe in a God now. Kasi, ito the truth is, somebody who has religion or somebody who believes in a God is partly atheist. You may believe in a God, pero there are so many other gods that you don't believe in. For example, you have the Hindus. The Hindus have so many gods. They have Vishnu, they have Krishna, they have, sino ba nga ba yung ibang mga gods ng mga Hindus? Shiva, gano'n. So basically, if you're a Catholic, if you're born again, or if you're an Iglesia ni Cristo, Iglesia ni Manalo, you wouldn't believe in those gods, which makes you an atheist to some extent. Kasi the Hindus, they believe that their gods exist, but you don't. So doon ko na-realize na, you know what? Believing in God, having ideologies, all of this religion crap are just some sort of man-made bullshit meant to control people and then brainwash. Which led me to the realization na parang, if you could use religion, if you could use the concept of God to take control of people, might as well have my own religion. So dun ko naisip na okay, if I don't believe in a Catholic God, if I don't believe in a Hindu God, in a Muslim God, what other gods are there that I could worship? And dun, na-realize ko, putang ina, pek-pek pare. The vagina. Kasi doon tayo nanggaling lahat eh. And honestly, I love pussy. So murag, that seemed to be the most natural consequence of my philosophical journey towards theism. So fast forward to 2012, that was when I first established vaginism as a religion through my previous radio show, Ang Liwanag kay Tutligay. So ngayon, naniniwala na ako may Diyos, pero the way I believe God is not the same way that Catholics believe in their God, or like the way Muslims believe in Allah. We don't have any written books, we don't have written rules of what you should do or should not do. We don't believe in hell, we don't believe in prayers. We just basically believe that the vagina is God and God is the vagina. And the reason for that is, where do you think life comes from? Saan nga ba galing ang buhay? It all came from the vagina. And I have to say that this is going to be a very lengthy discussion on vaginism. So watch out for that episode coming very soon. I hope NFC since 2011 na I just hope na you watch this episode, and I hope na you will look forward to my vaginism episode. I will discuss to you guys what vaginism is all about, what vagina worship is all about, and that is something that you have to look forward to. Again, I would like to thank everybody for watching ang Bagong Liwanag sa YouTube. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel, as well as click the bell icon para notify ng mga future updates, and follow us on Twitter, as well as check out our Patreon account, patreon.com/bagongliwanag. Buy us a beer, support our cause, and you might just be one of our leading sponsors for vaginism. Coming soon, pare. Ikaw, naniwala ka sa vaginism, man? Like, would you believe that the vagina is God? Medyo religious ka tao. You could be religious to the vagina, like me. But anyway, that's for another episode. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat, and peace out. Tapos na.